So now that we got all our instruments bagged up, we're going to go ahead and date them. Why do we date them? Because say something happens to the autoclave that it didn't run correctly that time that you put all the instruments in. And say this got changed or didn't, the color. You're able to go back to all those instruments with that same date and re-sterilize them. Okay, so you just want to stamp. First, you want to make sure you have the right date. And you can change that. Pretty. Okay. So I try to do it at the end because that's where a flat surface is. At the end of it. All right, and then when they get all stamped, we'll go ahead and put those in to the autoclave. Go ahead, Megan.
So this is our autoclave. It is a steam sterilization system. This one is super important because bacteria has spores inside of it, and without the steam sterilization, the spores will not be killed. So we need to steam sterilize all our instruments to make sure that all the bacteria is killed away. So these are our trays. After she has stamped them, we will begin to take our packaging and we will start to lay them down inside of our tray. We don't want to overload this too much because it can cause issues and complications inside the autoclave if it's overpiled or too much is inside of it. I will then take the tray and I will just slide it in. There's about 4 different trays in here. Some are bigger than others, so you can place more in the bigger ones and the smaller ones. So we'll just continue to fill them up as she stamps them until we have gotten all our instruments or it is full enough and we can start the sterilization.
And last one.
Perfect. All right, so we have finished with our packaging. A couple things we want to make sure of before we start the autoclave is that our water line is correct. We always fill the autoclave with distilled water. You will never use anything but distilled water. So it needs to be between this green line. The red line will show you that it's needing more, and then you fill the water up in here. So once I've noticed that everything is good, I can go ahead and close it. This door is a little harder to close, so you lift up, you push in, and then it will lock in place. There are different buttons up here relating to what we have going on. We have unwrapped, we have pouches, liquids, and packs. So inside this autoclave at the moment we have pouches. So I'm going to go ahead and press the pouch button. Oh, this one you'll have to turn on first. Then I will hit the pouches button, and then I am good to go ahead and press start. The autoclave usually takes anywhere, depending on these options, anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, and then the drying process is another 30 minutes, roughly around there after that. So you will be able to pull these out after they are fully dried and the drying system has been done, and then you'll be able to put them away and use them after that. So
Okay, here we have our another sterilizer. It's actually dry heat. This is where we run our burrs. If you continue to put your burrs into the steam, they won't be as sharp for cutting. So we stick them in the dry heat. This is like a toaster oven. We only have 2. So you just go ahead and stick those in. Make sure they're dry. You don't want them going in wet. And then you just turn on. We do the whole full 120. And now we're going to explain how to disconnect the ultrasonic. So the water's still in there. We're going to want to unscrew this to let the water out. Basically, we're gonna clean all, disinfect, and get it ready for next setup for tomorrow. So I just start spraying everything. Everything we pretty much used. So this went ahead and drained. I'll grab the water, clean it out. So all of the debris and the blue solution comes out. Alright, and then I'll spray that. I tend to unplug all the equipment in the sterilization area. And you want to wipe down all the what you touched. Make sure you clean your utility gloves. Don't just put them up all dirty. Clean all that up. Rags have to get washed. That's how you clean sterilization.